Big thanks go out to Taiwa for supporting today's video via Patreon. Jenson Carthalion versus Varolz. Yeah, got maybe getting into some fast mana with the demonic tutor. Card draw might be a better idea, either way we'll keep that. We actually don't have a swamp available to us in our opening hand, so maybe won't be able to go for turn 2 demonic tutor. Our opponent drops a turn 1 reflecting pool, one of the worst lands that you could drop on turn 1, but I assume that they've got another one to make, so we'll be able to tap for mana. Okay, getting to another coloured source. Don't think there's much benefit of getting down Jenson Carthalion this early, so I'll just take advantage and throw down the tap land. Excellent, our opponent fixes our black mana straight away with an Urborg, so drawing 2 and losing 2 to Night's Whisper. Sets us up for a demonic tutor if we want it. Seeing an Omnath, Locus of Creation, let's throw out the Tundra. I'll play out the demonic tutor here. And then there's no card draw spell or anything that I want to go for there, so I'll just plumped for the Sol Ring, and then we can easily get down the Smothering Tithe next turn, can get down both our Commander and Smothering Tithe, as long as Sol Ring stays in play. They've only got black mana available to them so far, and straight into a Verdant Catacombs, so they do have their colours fixed now. Varolz into play. Okay, and drawing to an Urborg ourselves anyway, we will throw down the Forest, and we need to make sure to hold up the, Celestia mana. So play out the Smothering Tithe, start making mana every turn, and then play our Commander as well. Phyrexian Dreadnought probably going to buff their Commander here. And it does, they put the 12 plus counters straight onto their Commander, which is going to be a big threat for us. So now have a 12-12 with Trample in the bin. And yeah, they can just go for the 12 plus counters onto Varolz straight away. So not going for a combo or anything, just simply buffing their Commander up. Then it is crop rotation. We'll be able to search for a land. They've sacked a forest. And that is Shizo. So now they have Fear on their Commander. And we're not going to be able to block them. Really need to get into some means of removal on that. So we go to 14 Commander damage. And it's all on this draw. Just get into a land. So yeah, nothing we can do. So we'll say good game to our opponent. And scoop it up there. Try another one. Ended up playing against the same opponent again, and we've got, yeah, decent colours, decent ramp. We are on the play as well. Okay, our opponent taking his time getting on with the game here, and unfortunately had to mulligan down to 4, which is karma for what happened during the last game, I think. Get down a Temur land here, I think. Drawing into another Wooburg spell, that is Chromanticore. So it is, yeah, just Nature's Law into another Tricycle land here. Seeing a Strip Mine from our opponent, and that takes them into Sol Ring. They've got 3 cards in hand, but not struggling to make the good draws, apparently. Wow. Yeah. Well, if you're going to have to mulligan down to 4, you need a bit of luck on your side, and they certainly have that. Thrasios Triton Hero. We can't get down... can we get down both? Yeah, I think we can, actually. If we go for blue with the Misty Rainforest, then we can go for Jenson and Thrasios here. So casting our Commander, Jenson Carthalion, and then Thrasios, Triton Hero. That will give us a Scry, because it is a multicoloured spell. And into Exotic Orchard, we already have a land to make next turn. Let's try and get into something better than that. Tapping down the Strip Mine for mana, and they've got Devoted Druid, which is likely part of a combo. Alright, still got into a land, so I don't think it really matters. We'll just play down the plains. We've got Wooburg from our Commander anyway. So I'll do a bit of setting up. We'll get the Maelstrom Nexus here. Plateau can go on the bottom, because once again we are drawing into a land, or we already have a land to make for next turn. So that's 3 lands off the top that we've cleared. Also got a Flying Angel token there, thanks to the Jenson. And then we just turn a couple of things. Well, actually, just the Jenson in sideways. No point going in with the Thrasios, they just block that. Now seeing Varolz from our opponent. Alright, excellent, and that is the new 2-headed Hellkite, which I'm really looking forward to playing with, so drop the swamp, and we'll go straight in for that, I think. So getting to Cascade here, thanks to the Maelstrom Nexus. That takes us into a Maelstrom Archangel. So cast that. That triggers the Jenson again. Assassin's Trophy, I think we're best keeping that on top. Do get the scry there, as well as an angel token from the Maelstrom Archangel, and then get another scry and another angel from the two-headed Hellkite. So swinging for 9 at our opponent, one with the Vigilance Angel token, and then draw 2 from the 5/5 at two-headed Hellkite. We get into Mirari's Wake for double mana, as well as the Assassin's Trophy, which we did know was on top. So encouraging our opponent to have a board wipe at this point. And there we see the Phyrexian Dreadnought again. It might have been that that's what they tutored for previously. And then putting a minus counter on the Devoted Druid. So that untaps that, they can tap it down for mana again. Getting rid of the Phyrexian Dreadnought, Varolz is now a 14/14, doesn't have any evasion at the moment though. 4 cards in hand. They play a Death Shadow. Only colourless mana available to them, so I'm thinking they're not going to be able to get through to us. They're not swinging in at us, deciding to leave the Death Shadow in the bin. Draw into a Savannah, so consistently making lands every turn. So we'll go through to the attack phase, gonna swing in with all of our flyers. Draw 2 cards from the Hellkite, gets us into more lands including a Crystal Quarry. And then we've got the Maelstrom Archangel trigger, so we're going to get ourselves a free Progenitus here. Can't think of the deck ever doing any better than this, to be honest. Get a Cascade and Jenson triggers from the Progenitus. You have a Maya on top, scrying away a lot of lands off the top, so Jenson doing a lot of work for us here. Wasn't sure how good that scry ability was going to be. Progenitus gets us into Knight of New Alara, which is a little bit too late, but play it anyway if it's free. And then it is a Time Spiral, I don't mind keeping on top. So there we go, buffing that up to a 10/10. That's a 10/10 as well. The Progenitus a 15/15 with protection from everything. Yeah, doing pretty good here. Let's go for the Assassin's Trophy now, I think. Playing the Mirari's Wake for the double mana. And Time Spiral is on top. I'm guessing our opponent has a means of evasion for us. They might also have a means of protecting their Varolz, so I'm going to go for the Assassin's Trophy now. Yeah, and they decide to scoop at that, so I'm guessing that they sat through all that because they had a means of evasion, and they were going to be able to do an Alpha Strike with commander damage onto us by getting rid of Death Shadow and then swinging straight through to us. I'll try and play this player one more time to make it the best out of 3, but if this is the last game you see, then just know that I didn't get to get another game in with them, unfortunately. So just in case, I'm tribalkai. Thank you for watching.